Hello, today is Thursday, October 20th, day 4 of my 4th trip to the Hansa Center in Wichita, Kansas. Not a lot to say today, not that it wasn't a good day, but there's so much that's going on now that's really just continuing to go deeper with stuff we've already been doing, so that's why there's so much less to say about it, which is fine. It's good to keep moving forward. Um, Today I got to the clinic at 9. Well, I went early. I was supposed to be there at 9, and I got there before 9, and so I was supposed to have my doctor appointment right at 9, but because I was early, they did the beamer with me once right before my appointment. The beamer is the mat that you sit on that emits low electromagnetic frequencies to help the body heal, increase circulation, decrease pain, help you sleep better, just help your body function better. I always go over all of what each therapy is each time in case there's someone who's only watching one of these that you know what I'm talking about, even if you didn't see the other ones. So sorry for everybody that it's repeat for. Then I did my doctor appointment. I'll come back to that. After doctor appointment, I think I did the Lux, which is the light therapy over specific organs where they have different crystals in a lamp and they put it over different organs. Today I did liver and spleen, and they do sound therapy at the same time, and my sound therapy was running water, and then you sometimes hear birds and stuff in the background, but mostly it sounds like water running over rocks, which is the one I had. 3 times I had that one so far this week, and then I only had one a different day. After the Lux, I had a massage, which was great. Massages are always good, because especially for me, because different people, even if you have the same illnesses, it plays out different for each person. And a lot of people that I encounter here at the Hansa Center have more neurological issues than disruptions and head problems. And I have pain, and certainly my brain is disrupted, but even the brain disruptions typically play out in pain issues for me, which is really interesting. So anyway, but particularly for me, the massage is good because it helps work some muscle tension out and relieve pain, and that's the best thing for me to actually feel better. Short term anyway. Long term, we need to deal with the issues and get them gone so that I don't need massage. But while I'm here, massage is good. So, had a massage, and then I think that I went to lunch at that point. I did not sleep very well last night, so I'm having a hard time remembering things. But I think I went to lunch after that, and then when I got back, I did the PEMF, which is the, I forget what it stands for, but pulsing electromagnetic frequencies. It's the one that sends electrical pulses through your body at the point where they put the hose. There's different hose attachments. And today the 3 therapies I did was, first I sat on the hose, then they put the hose on my lower back, and then this one I didn't do yet, I had to hold it around my head right here. So it's a circle hose, went around my head. The really interesting thing about that was my upper left tooth area over here pulsated. Was kind of uncomfortable. I wouldn't say it hurt when it did that, but I do have a filling in there, but I know it's a white filling, and I have some silver fillings, which would be metal, in the very back, and I would have expected those to pulsate, but so I don't know if that had anything to do with the filling or if it was like other pain issues with that tooth area. Um okay, so I did that, and then I wanted to show this. The PEMF, when I first described it the first day, even though I do still try to give a summary of what they're for, I didn't have the specific information on it. I didn't remember exactly. Oh, now I deleted it already. Never mind. I was going to show the picture. I took a picture. The sun just went behind the clouds. So now the computer screen looks darker. Anyway, I took a picture of the information sheet and I was going to hold it up to the camera so you could see what it all does. But I already took the picture off my phone and put it on the computer. So never mind. Right. So I did the PEMF, then I did ST8, which is the one where they put the probes on different places of your lymph system to help get the lymph flowing, to kill invaders, supercharge healing, give you energy, clean out your body, all that kind of stuff. And today it was just 4 probes all on my sternum, up and down the chest, basically in a straight line. Then I did another beamer, and then a sauna, and then I was done. And I came back to the house, and I've been resting. Okay, so I'll go back to my doctor appointment. I don't want to say not much happened in my doctor appointment, because that's not quite accurate. But I guess I would say there's not a whole lot to say. I think there was more to say yesterday. I started out reporting how I felt overnight. I had just some pain in my lower right back, or mid right back. That's a common place for me to feel pinching and tightness and pain, discomfort of all kinds. And we addressed it a couple days ago, and he did a real good adjustment on my back. But I've still on and off been having that pain, so I told him about that. Also, I had lower back pain today, which seemed to pop up overnight when I was not sleeping well. And at one point I woke up on my side, which I don't purposely go on my side, but I'll often wake up on my side in pain because of what the laying on your side does to your body and to your alignment. So he worked on my back, and I've had on and off pain in this area. So he was checking things out in my back and head and neck and adjusted things. And then he said my energetic assemblage point, which is supposed to be back there somewhere, was not in the right place. And essentially what I understood that to mean was, from what he said, was where all of the energy fields kind of converge. Just wasn't where it's supposed to be in my whole energy field. So the way he did that was sort of, this is hard to explain without, to someone who doesn't come to Hansa and doesn't know what they do, but basically sort of collected the information of whatever energy disruptions were causing the assemblage point to be in the wrong place. And he said locked them in to an essential oil, and my body seemed to be calling for juniper berry. So he locked them into an oil and put that oil on my back. And that repositioned the assemblage point. I know that sounds like hooey. It sounds ridiculous, but it's very real, and it is helping me heal. So I will take it. That kind of thing. Um, okay, so we did that, and then I don't remember. I am really having a hard time remembering everything that happened today. Um, I know he adjusted my back. I'm not really sure if he did anything with my head and neck. No, I can't remember. But then after that, I was face down on the chiropractor table, then I went face up and we did neural, neural photonic, I don't know if it was integration or therapy or what the right word is. Basically, he gave me some glasses. I took my glasses off and I put these other glasses on, and it covered my entire vision field. And then it would just put a color there. So I think we might have started with green. Basically, all I saw was green, just the color green. Nothing else. I couldn't see anything else because my entire vision field was covered and all I saw was green. And then he checked out how my brain was integrating the color green. And then he would change the color and check out how it was integrating that. And then whatever problems there were, he gave me one-time remedies to fix those, which is a lot of what I've had this time is just one-time remedies. I have actually gotten very few remedies that I'll have to keep taking. But all this stuff to correct my brain should really help the rest of my body move forward in healing even more. So, there were disruptions for every color, I believe, but reds and any shades of red, like there was a pinkish, really was messing with my brain to the point that my eyes hurt almost immediately. And what was really interesting about that was feeling that head pain or that eye pain. And I have that kind of eye pain a lot. And I have had eye pain, different kinds of eye pain, different levels of that kind of pain, for as long as I can remember. And I always thought it was a problem with my eyes. And it turns out to be a brain issue. So it is so fascinating to know now how many of these things that I've struggled with for my whole life or as long as I can remember or just years and years, even if I remember when they started, and their disruptions in how my brain has been working and can actually be pretty easily corrected. It's super fascinating. I don't know. I really don't have words for it. But yeah, even now, actually, my eyes still kind of hurt from the red. The last one we did was red because my brain flipped out so much that he stopped. Which at the time I thought I couldn't actually tell when he put the red on. I wasn't sure. Like I felt like my eyes were flipping out, but I was waiting a little bit to figure out exactly what was going on, and he just figured out before I did that that it was too much and I couldn't take it. So I'm glad that he decided to stop at that point because I would have kept going. And I even said, I'm like, I can handle it. But he was smarter than I and said that we needed to stop working at it that way anyway. He did a little different for a little bit, and then we moved on to something else. After we did that, oh, and he showed me that. Then he said, when I feel that my brain is kind of just doing that, is flipping out that way, or like. And he didn't know how my body was responding. He thought maybe I was feeling nauseous or dizzy or whatever. And I said, no, that doesn't happen to me very much. It's typically I'll just get pain in my eyes, which is what I was feeling this morning. And he showed me to do, there's a spot right, you find this notch right here. I forget, sternal notch, or forget what it's called. And you go to the side right here and push there, and it's sore. And that has to do with the fact that your brain isn't integrating colors or integrating the world the way it's supposed to, I guess. So you got my left hand over my belly button, right hand on this side and just like I'm like pushing and massaging that area, and then switch, do some more the other side. And that helps calm down what's going on in the brain, which should help alleviate the pain. Or if I do ever get so overstimulated, which happens sometimes, not as much as the pain, but sometimes I do get so mentally overstimulated that I will get dizzy or sometimes nauseous. More often, I think I just can't breathe right. Like I can't breathe well, I can't breathe deeply, I don't feel like I'm getting oxygen. So anyway, but this is supposed to alleviate that. So I'm actually going to work at that tonight because my eyes are still bugging me. That's really fascinating though, that calms down brain aggravation. It's so cool how God made our bodies and everything is so integrated, and that's a good thing actually. Sometimes it feels like a bad thing because everything is messed up by one little problem, but actually it's very genius, of course, the way God designed our bodies. When we were done with that, we did some more checking out how my brain was functioning based on how I walked on different specific tasks. Like he rechecked yesterday. I did the one where I had to look down at the dots and then close my eyes and walk through like it was a runway, turn around and do it again. He rechecked that to make sure I was still walking right, and I was. And then I had to walk. Let's see, how did I do it? I think first I just walked down, putting my feet on each of the dots. Just normal. And turn around and come back. And then I did it having to walk sideways on the dots, like a duck, he said. Walk like a duck. And then I had to go backwards on them. I don't remember if I had to. I don't think I had to have my eyes closed for any of those last ones. But anyway, then you just check the disruptions, and we talked about all the things you're integrating when you do that. You're integrating like your sight, where you're locating something on the ground and then having to put your foot on it and then it's just a lot of neural integration that's involved with a task that simple. And so he checked for disruptions and gave me a remedy to fix the whatever ones I had, and then had me redo it and make sure everything was good then, and everything was. So that was relatively quick. And then we went over my labs. My blood work was finally back. So the rest of this video, oh, this is long already. Well, I'm gonna still go over the rest of this. I'm gonna look through my labs here and try to remember what he said, which may be boring for you. So you may want to stop watching now, but I'm going to do it for my own memory at least. Okay, here we go. You know what? There is way too much in there. I don't feel like going over this right now. Basically, just say that my lab work showed some improvement. Actually, quite a few. Minor to significant improvements. Even the areas that have shown improvement need more improvement. For example, my cholesterol was at like very close to 100, and it should be closer to 200. It's gone up like 36 points, which is really good, but still way too low. So just got to keep working at that. Hormones kind of messed up. Body isn't integrating some minerals and vitamins. Showing iron deficiency, zinc deficiency, calcium deficiency. Some of it is we still have to figure out, am I actually just deficient, or is the problem that my body isn't absorbing what it's supposed to absorb? Because if you're not absorbing it, you can supplement till the cows come home and it isn't going to matter. It's just a waste of money. So you got to figure out what the problem is. blood sugar issues are actually a pretty big deal right now, and B vitamin issues. So at this point, we're going to supplement some B vitamins. And then there's just other stuff like iron. Tomorrow we're going to see if we can figure out if the iron issue is a simple deficiency or a lack of absorption. Just going to definitely need to up healthy fats like lots of fish oil, coconut oil, anything with healthy fats and healthy oils. All the omegas you're supposed to have. Essential fatty acids. Gotta have those. I'm just gonna look quick. Yeah, thyroid. It's really interesting that the blood work for my thyroid shows that my thyroid is perfectly healthy, but other, like the CRT and the bioresonance scanning, show that there are definite needs for healing. So it's good to have all the different testing modalities to check all this out. Yeah. I guess that's all I'll say about the labs. So, thanks for watching. Hope you're well.